Yo, what's going on, everyone? Avenger Vaster bringing another review of the Marvel Select Guardians of the Galaxy Disney Store exclusive Gomorrah and Raccoon. These figures look really cool. Since I live in Florida, you know, we have a bunch of Disneys around us, and we have this area called Disney Springs. It's like this hangout area. It's like its own city, but it's still Disney related. And they have Lego stores, they have Disney stores, and they had this one store. And my mom was around the area, and I asked her, "Could you please get this?" You know, like 2 years ago, I saw this Hawkeye figure, and that figure is super rare now. It's called the Avenging Hawkeye. He came with a bunch of arrows, and I passed up on it, and I really regret it. So I couldn't mess up the opportunity again. And she found it, and there was one left, and I'm really glad that I got it. These figures look really cool. Come with a bunch of accessories. You can see the Guardians over here. See Gamora, Rocket. You can see him on the back. Comes with the base. And here are the rest of the figures in the wave. Groot is cool. I saw a review by the Froosh, and it looked pretty cool. I just don't see another need to have another Groot figure. I have the Marvel Legends one, and I'm perfectly fine with that one. Star-Lord, according to my man, Mike Odom, it sucked. And I saw the Froosh's review, and I thought it didn't look that great. And Drax, I really just don't care about. So these two I'm really glad to have. I'm glad that we got Rocket. And yeah, let's open this up and give my opinion. As far as accessories, Gomorrah and Rocket come with a bunch. She comes with 2 holding hands, so she can hold her sword and the knife, 2 fists, and 2 gun holding hands. The problem I have with these hands is the fact that they painted the peg white. So because of that, when you take it in and out, the paint gets chipped, and that's on like every single hand except for this one. This one's okay so far. But over time, it's going to get worse and worse, and I've had a lot of chipping with these hands. As far as weapons, Gamora comes with a bunch. She comes with this sword. Came out really clean. I've seen this in the comics a couple of times. It's pretty sharp at the end. She comes with these 2 blasters. I like this a lot. Really good detail. Came out really clean. And then she comes with this other gun. I like this a lot as well. Really good detail. She comes with a knife. It's a knife. I like this a lot. And then she comes with this rifle. Came out really clean. You can have it with other figures, obviously, but I really like this. Raccoon also comes with some accessories. He comes with 2 guns. I like this a lot, man. I love the dry brushing. Very cool. And then he comes with like this blaster gun. I don't know what you would call this. You can see the magazine. All the dry brushing, all the detail. Very good stuff, man. The base is also included in this set. This came out really clean, man. I like this a lot. I don't know what this is, but it looks like a shield or something. This looks like Groot's bark. Some rocks. Really cool, man. There's like subtle dry brushing. It's hollow at the bottom. And these are plugs, so the other figures come with bases. Like I said, I don't really care about the other figures. But if you wanted to, you could just plug it in with this. And then you have a little diorama. And it comes with this flyer for Marvel Select figures. You can see the all new, all different Avengers. Really cool, man. I've been collecting Marvel Select for a couple years. And I'm used to getting these. So you get some flyers. Always the Marvel Select on the front. Mini mates on the back. The first figure we're going to look at is Raccoon. This is the best Raccoon figure we've ever gotten in any action figure form. The detail, the paint, and the sculpt is just amazing. Looking at this head sculpt, that's crazy, man. The fur, the paint, everything. Even the teeth are showing. Love the expression on the teeth. The eyes look super dope, and the way the light reflects on it makes it look really cool. See the ears. These paint detail on the ears. The fur super dope. You can see it in the neck and the arm as well. Like how that looks. The costume is really cool. This is a modern costume he actually wears. This is currently in the comics. Came out really cool. The insignia. About super clean. No paint scuffing or anything like that. Even wrinkles throughout the figure. So a lot of detail on this little guy. Even the belt. Shoulder pad. He has this like wrist gauntlet. And he has like these knuckle things. I don't know what you would call it, but it has like silver paint. Looks really cool. Like these lines on the thigh, knee pad, shin pad, and then he has like treads on the bottom of his feet. And the feet are really small, obviously, but it looks really cool. The tail is super dope. Has all this detail and good paint, and he has articulated like tail. This is really cool. So really good stuff, man. The articulation on the figure is great, and it really sells the figure for me. The head looks up, moves down, side to side, left and right, arms back and forth, up and down. So with the bicep, single jointed elbow, which moves side to side, and hand moves up and down. Diaphragm joint moves back and forth, side to side, waist swivel. The tail moves 360, it moves up and down. Leg moves forward, and back, and out. Swivel at the knee, and then he has a single jointed knee. Calf swivel, foot moves up and down, and a nice ankle pivot. So, great articulation for this figure, man. Taking a look at some other Rocket Raccoon figures, you can see the Marvel Legends Build-A-Figure Rocket Raccoon, the Marvel Legends Guardians of the Galaxy box set Rocket Raccoon, and the Marvel Legends Build-A-Figure Groot Rocket Raccoon. And you can see that this is the best out of all of them. You know, this one's pretty cool. I do like the sculpted detail and the articulated jaw. I do like the head sculpt on this one. This one is just terrible. He looks so sad. He looks like a rat, and the articulation is terrible. So this is the best out of all of them. The next figure that we're going to look at is Gomorrah, and I love this figure. I do have some problems with her, so we're going to get with that first. So the main problem I have is the paint chipping, man. Like, this feels like acrylic white paint that you would see like on a amateur customizer, and you can see that there's a lot of scuffing, you know, around the figure, and it's kind of bothersome, but at the same time, for how great this figure is, it's passable. You know, it's on the butt, it's on the leg. Like, there's a lot of paint chipping here, and like I said, on the hands, you know, for the peg, there's a lot of paint chipping there. So it is quite bothersome, but it is dealable. But the figure in its entirety is very good. I love this head sculpt. The light green face, the blue lipstick, the yellow part under her eye. It's really good, man. I would have preferred whited out eyes, but it still looks really cool. There's the hair. It's nice short hair. It's dark green, and then it has light green highlights. And both the ears are showing. You know, they're kind of hard because there's a shadow, but both the ears are showing on both sides. I love the armor. Got this mesh material. You know, these red parts, they were lighter in the comics, but they still look really cool here. The rest of the armor, some lines right there. Some details on the back. Really good stuff. The mesh. There's 3 lines right here. They're actually sculpted here. Everything here is sculpted, and I love that, man. And she holds the guns very well. All the accessories, actually. And you can see that there's some detail in the hands. It follows through here. Again, I thought it was a dumb idea, painting the peg white and then having this right here being black. I don't think that's the smartest idea on Marvel Slick's approach, but she can hold all of the weapons very nicely. So here's a sword, and there's not any real paint chipping here. Just want to be careful about that. There's a sword. And here's a knife. Fits very well. And the rifle, you know, I do like it, but I don't really like posing it with the rifle. So just an example. Just have to wedge it in there. And she holds it right here. It looks pretty good. So there's that. And the rest of the figure. Really good stuff here. I love the sculpting part right here. Knee pads. Great detail on this figure, man. You can see the calf muscle right here. Shoes. Really good stuff, man. I love how this figure looks. Very pretty figure as well. Now, the articulation on this figure is really good. Now, it's kind of the same as a Marvel Legend, but the range of motion on this figure is just great. The head looks up, moves down, side to side, arm moves back and forth, up and down. Swivel at the arm, single jointed elbow, wrist moves side to side, hand moves up and down. She has a diaphragm joint that moves up and down, left and right, and swivels. Leg moves forward and back and out. Look at that, man. That's crazy. She can do a bunch of kicks if you really wanted to. That looks good. And it moves forward. So with the thigh, double jointed knee, no castle, foot moves up and down, and a nice ankle pivot. So great articulation, man. Here's some other Gomorrah comparisons. Here's the Marlins Guardians of the Galaxy Groot series Gomorrah and the Marlins Guardians of the Galaxy box set Gomorrah. And I do like this one out of all of them. This one I do like how it looks, and I do like the comic accuracy. But as far as range of motion, this one has an advantage over this one. And this figure is just bad, man. Like, the articulation is just really bad. Doesn't have any ankle pivot. It doesn't look like the actress. And getting it to stand up was really hard, and that's really bad. So I do like this one out of all of them. Here's Gamora compared to some other Guardians. Here she is next to Star-Lord, and I think it works in pretty good scale. She is taller than him, but you could use a card that she is an alien and he's half human, so it kind of works. And here she is next to Drax, and she's taller than him, but not too tall, so I think it works pretty well. And here's Rocket, and he is small, and he should be, and he can go on people's shoulders, so I think this works pretty well. I'm going to rate Gamora a 9 and Rocket a 10. Great figures. Highly recommend that you pick it up. Once again, I want to apologize for the lack of videos. You know, life has been crazy, man. I have a lot of content planned. I just haven't had the time to put it out. I do graduate in 3 weeks, so hopefully after that I will be able to put out more content. And yeah, alright guys, take care. I'll catch you later. Peace.